Welcome back to Timberborn and our new Diarma playthrough, aka Beaver Brook number 2. So if we look here, I'm still in pause mode, but we go down, and if you haven't seen this, we're starting to build this um, power system, power block, power whatever. I don't really know what it's called yet, but I haven't decided that. But it's only going to here unless I decide to relatively increase that a little bit there. So that's something that I'm going to have to be aware of when I get this floor. Obviously, I don't want to. What I want to do is once I've built this floor here, and as you can see, I might actually be able to put this in. I don't really know. We've got it running in the center. There was obviously several different ways of doing it. And as you can see, I'm doing a weird block with one of these will obviously be closed off and one of them will not be. And I need to know which one to close off to start with after this. Although saying that, that is in that position and that was in that position. So it doesn't matter where these are in that respect. It's just that I moved that one over and I'm not going to really get rid of it. So the same thing applies, I suppose. So I sort of need to work out am I in the right place for, I think it's this one, which is here. Let's just make sure that that's where that's going to be. Yeah, that's going to be there if I keep my eye on this. Yeah, that looks right to me. I'll pause this. But what I want to do is that's obviously the next one, next row, if you like. Then we want to go to landscaping. It's just a test. Obviously, I can't go further down, so I know that this is going to work. Then I move out a bit. Then what I'm going to do is I can get this to do what I want it to do. I'll pause these. And I think I just unpause that one. Oh, come on. Get out of the way. It won't really do these anyway because... but let's just make sure it doesn't. And then we'll blanket another one there. And then I'll do another one again. I don't know how many levels, you see. That's the problem. I've got no idea how many levels that this is going to do. Let's pause that one. And as I said, this is the first time I've sort of built something like this. So it's a power block, I would have thought. I don't know what to really call it. If you've got an idea, let me know in the comments. So we can see how many levels we've got of power. Then I've got another one that I can put on here somewhere. Where's all this pausing is getting in my way. There. I have to do the pausing because it'll build this one because it doesn't know anything about another one down further down. And it will cause absolute mayhem. And then I think that actually might be... Well, we'll get one more on there. Like so. Like this. Again, I'll pause. And that will... So it'll come down here. Bearing in mind, that means I'll have to block off this. Because I want this to come... I don't want it to run down there. I want it to run this way. So, in the sense that this will be like this. It'll run right the way down there. And do what we need to do. But let's get that. So I know that I've got all these levels. To be able to get this in. I bet I'll do it too. Because we've got 8 days drought here. So I might as well do a bit the old thing in there. And then that will obviously fill in. I don't know whether this is going to be the one that's going to fill in. I don't think it is, you know. I think this is a lot of the problem that I'm having, that it will not fill in. Oh, yes, it will. So this side will definitely want filling in. Like here. No, that's wrong as well. Pause. Well, in fact, actually, the way this is done, it doesn't have to be this way. It can be this way. Pause that, that, and the same with that, really, because otherwise it'll have to be done from a different angle. Because they can build it from up above, like here. It doesn't really matter, does it? The only thing I'm slightly happy about is that it's not, you know, this isn't right the way up to here, which would have caused a massive problem. I've sort of semi got it right. I might have wanted to go one more, but obviously that's going to floor, which means this edge here, which means this edge that this one here, which would be, no, which one would it be, is the question. Yeah, no, it's this one here, because this is the outside. So this edge, wherever I can eye it through, I think this is the edge, this one here. So it'll be this one, these three here. Delete that. Pause, just put a pause on that. Pause. Pause and pause. Where's the P going then? Oh, it's above. That will be open. This will be open. So it's going to come down here, spin them, go down. And obviously we have to connect. We have to connect this going down on each run, so they actually run with each other. It's not going to be. It's not going to be an easy build to get rid of all this here, but it'll work somehow. And whether I've actually, yeah, you've got obviously this here, but it's sort of doable. What have I done now? Did I do? Oh no, I must have accidentally built that then. That was a good idea. I'll go P. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And get rid of that. So we better pick this up. And there we go. And we'll I assume that is the floor. So yeah, so there's but as we know, there's a lot to do. I could probably, how much? I've got 1,800. That I think would do. Yeah, they are blasting this down quite well. Yeah, they're going over the top, so there's no real problem here. Because I kept that in. I kept the line from there in for obvious reasons. I think that's the right amount of space. Yeah, it's the right amount of space, so it's 3. I just wanted to make sure that I'd actually done that. Well, I wouldn't be taking it down even if I hadn't done the right amount of space. There is no way that I would be doing that. Sonny Jim, right. We'll turn this around. see what we can get in from there. And I'll turn this. Like I said, there's a massive amount. I know one of the viewers was saying, "Oh, Pig, you've got so much to do." Yep. Thanks for reminding me, my friend. Thanks for reminding me. But I think normally we would be doing like, let's say, 50 videos and we'd be end. But I really want to get all this in, so I think we're gonna extend this, see how far before we, you know. I don't normally do it, but I think it's something that, since I've spent so much effort and time trying to get this done, I think I can do that one from there, to be honest. Do this. I'm gonna have to wait. I can probably do that. No, it's not allowing me to do that at all. At all. But we'll get all this in. I think I could do, yes, I could do one here. Now I know I'm going to have to get rid of that, but they'll be able to go and put this one in, and then this one and this one, and then I'll be able to walk. If that's the case, I know that should be fine. Let's put this and this and this. They don't seem to be putting any more, because I can't get them to put any more. Is that supposed to go down a bit further? Yes, I think it's supposed to go down a little further. Probably a 2, actually. Have I got any extract? That's the thing. Yes, I've got some extract, so that's fine. Oh, how are we doing with our explosives? Not doing too bad. I think now I can do them too. And we'll blast all that down. I think, hopefully, if I've done this right, that's fine. That's fine. And that's fine. Probably get away with that, actually. Yeah, it's fine. Better do a path to there so they can get in. And we'll set this ball up and running. And then we nearly finished that. I know what I was doing. I suppose it doesn't really matter, actually. I could do it from here. But I'm going to need to work out where the next... It's there. So I think it's this one here. Tunnel, I'll get there in the end. I think it's that one. Let's just... looks good to me. Yeah. Then I can get rid of most of that, I think. Because this is the, obviously this is the center, or where I've decided on the pillar. I don't think it's a natural 5, but still. Then let's just cancel that. and let it do its business. There we go. You see, now it's going to start building this, and it should build all this and be able to, and then I can get rid of that because it can't get around there, but it can walk around there. Now I've just done the edge. I might do a thing to this. It'd be best to do it. Which way is the best? Which way is the bestest? Not a word you should be using, but still. Right there. Then I'll obviously do a path to. I'll have to do a path to it, I think. Then I could use this. Now this should be able to. Is that right? Yes, that's right. Like that. And like that. The problem being is it'll do these, but I still can't walk up there. Now, because that'll be this might now be able to be built. Jolly good, jolly good. I have no idea what that's supposed to be. This is probably going to be able to go up one as well. The idea of this is supposed to be on the top. Obviously from what we were running here. But obviously... and I've still got to blast all this out as well. This needs to be going as well. But I'd rather... Oh, did I get... Yes, I have got that one. I'm not too sure why I can't... put that in. No, I better not do that. Like I said, I've got to work out which way that this is running. So this is going to run... This would be falling. That means this level here, which is this one here, which I'm going to pause. Well, that one's paused anyway, but that's the level there. It's really annoying that you can't. I suppose I could do that. That allows me to at least guide myself for the level that I want to do, don't I? Then that is obviously outside. Some of these will need to be on this side and cut that side, and some of them will be the other way. That allows me to know which way that this is supposed to end and start. So running down there, that one needs to be an open one, which it is. This one would then be the closed one. Let's do that. That one is the open one. Fall down to here. That one is the open one on that side. This would then come down here. This one would be, I think this one here is the closed one, the second one. This one here is the closed one. That's the closed one. Means this is the open one. So I'll leave this. I'll do this to signify that that's the open one, like that. Meaning that then runs down to this level, meaning this level here is the open one. So I don't mean that. I think that's right. Meaning that then goes down to the bottom level. And it comes out there. I think actually I might have... It's all pure luck, this, I must admit. And then that actually would with the bottom one, as we can see here. If I keep going downwards, and that UI gets out of the way. Get out of the way! Go! That's the bottom. So that'll run... Oh no. That'll need... This'll need filling in as well. That's fire. This needs filling in. And this needs filling in. Probably could have done it that way, actually. Like so. Means this end needs to be open. So, means that's going to then run... And it's probably not going to do the last one then, is it? Definitely a question mark about that one, I must admit. But anyway, let's not worry too much about that. But at least now I know where I'm sort of at. Right. Although that's now done an edge. It probably would have been better, you know, to do a couple of these. And then that way, I wouldn't have had this problem. I might do it like that, you know. And then I can enable all this block height by block height. And then I might have to blast things down just to... Like here, because we know that this is a line. We know this will get done. We know this will get done, because they can walk from there to there. So that's enabled, that's enabled. Enabled, that's enabled. That out is very... I'll do this. Is that the right way of doing it though? Should it be the other way around? Maybe it should be the other way around. Terrain. Because when this gets in, play. I want to get that out of the way. Stupid thing. Can I, if I go down, that will hide itself, won't it? Yeah, there we go. That one then. There, yeah. So once it does this one, which is the next level. You see, we are running we're running. We're not running because they're not connected, but... I'm not too much worried about the situation with the water here. I mean, it may actually, if I think about it, you know, it may actually pay to have the thing on the outside here and then close it up that way instead of. I mean, I've got to do something with that. So I want to open it up. It's, you know, it won't done very well, but to give my incompetence of the trying to build this bloody thing. Let's. I think that's right, isn't it? Because, yeah, see, I've got the 3 blocks here, so I know that that's the one that needs to be opened up. That's the opened up one, so that's the open one, and that's the closed one because that's the way they're going to go down, and that's the open. So they hit this one downward. Yeah, absolutely. What a nightmare. It was a good idea at the time to build this idea, but I was like, I should have just built the levels and then blown up what I didn't want and then put the things in. But on hindsight, you know what they say, hindsight's a really good thing. But on this instance, I goosed it up major, I think. Come back. I know he won't do that, will he? He will not. See, you should be able to get one on there, at least. I think I can get that, but that's about as much use as chocolate by a guy in a snowstorm. That one's okay. That one will come out. Come out wherever you are. That now can come out. I'll do what I've done there by doing a... No, I don't need to do a walkway because they'll actually walk on that one. The only trouble is I've got no way of doing that. And do that. And then, have I running out of water here and not even realising? No, I'm not running out of water. Water has to flow that way, it can't flow anywhere else. I mean, I have got 3 going. I don't particularly know why I've got 3 going now, because I probably don't need 3. Yeah, if I'd have... I mean, I can actually build it, to be honest. If I'd have built the ladder, like here... yeah, that'll level up though. Then all I've had to do was walk through and then build from this end, or try to build from this end somewhere, and it would have been potentially been easier. But you know, this is me we're talking about. Right, so that's them two. That now will... That's the end. The end is done. Because I need a... because I need a... I mean, the other way to do that would be to do a post, but... Which is fine, because you could do a post. There you see, so we send in the water that way. comes down. Comes down through to there. That goes down. That, yeah, that's the open one. This second one here is the back of it is open, so I have to remind myself that that's. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to turn and do that, and then I'm going to quickly delete these. Delete, 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 delete. Why won't you delete? Delete. Oh, just getting rid of that one as well. Right, fine. Oh, hell's fire. Yeah, I probably should have put more of these posts in, I think. Maybe 3 from the end and 3 from the end, and then that way it would have, instead of doing it in the center, it would have worked out. So I might even have to do that, because this is why it might actually be failing. Right, so that's the level. Obviously with this we can easily get this, we can't actually get down there. So I'm going to need to build something here. Although technically, my dear, give it down. If I do this, which I can do, and then we'll be able to walk over, that potentially, that's the open one. Well, this is not the open one. You see what I mean by I can't actually put the block on, because this part here isn't the part that needs the blocking. Ah, damn. This is a sort of a disaster. This isn't a disaster, though. This has worked out quite well. At least I've got something right. Which is a bonus. I'm just thinking of it. Is there another one in there? I was thinking, is there another post in there? But no, there isn't a post in there, because the posts... In fact, where is the post? The post is... I think the post is here somewhere. Yeah, it's right there. Yep, right on that. Get rid of that. I think it's there. Two, three, four, five. Yeah. Yep, that's right. That's why I thought, well, that can't be right. There's definitely missing something here. I can add another one. That's not a problem. Just get myself a here. Set it to our paths. Build that, and get the workers in there. I think it's because I've got 11 only. I've got 23. 23 incapacitated. Why? What's wrong with you? Babby asses. What's wrong with you, man? Well-being. Where's a medical one? Medical bed. Right there, there, there. There. Well, that's not really, that's not that many, but it'll help. Every little helps. Right, yeah, so that's back again. I can carry on going up with this, because this is the last post to actually get done. And I'll put this in. And then that should, theoretically, when that's in, be able to connect to this one. That one can go in. Which means, that one can go in. And then now we should start be able to fill this in. Like so, and so. And so. Yeah, it needs this because there's no it's having a little hoofy doofy there. That's supposed to be like that. That means I don't think this will work. Yeah, see, well, it's not allowing me to extend that particular corridor. I can do that though, which may then be able to do this. We've got 1300 in. No, I won't cancel that because that'll be able to be done. In fact, actually, I can just do that as that's all extended. See now, so now our it's all coming together slowly but surely. Come on. There. That one will be able to extend. That means I should now be able to do that one. It's like the blooming krypton fact of this thing. Right then. Whoosh. Right, we're back to our nightmare. Oh, now see, now they're being able to build that now. This is what I should have done to start with. Just done the effort with that, and then I think that's extended. Down. Needs to go down there. That means this is not. That's better. See, now it's a lot faster. By doing that, that's what I probably should have just done levels and then worked out where I was going to cut it after doing that instead of messing about like that. But each to their own, as the saying goes. Right. This would need to turn. But it can't build one there. But if I just, can I get it? Yes. If I build that one, I've got a little ledge. I can take these ledges out and do them that way. Obviously, this here is got a problem because it's going to be in the way. So we're going to have to get rid of that. And I'm going to have to get rid of that to be able to finish most of this ledger, this here. I think I could do them. That's not too bad. Yeah, that's in the way. That won't allow me to do that at all. Oh, I think that needs increasing in thing, that's why. There. Then I'll have the ladder going up again to our next port of call. But it's coming, it's taking shape, we're saying. Yeah, I think I should have done these differently. I think I should have done like a, let's say a 3 here. I can do 3 that way to the edge. And that's an edge. And then like, you know, a double stack in there and not a single. I may have to go back yet and do that. And then that way it'll pick up the edges. Because if we need a full one, I need a full one. Done. And then this now is going to be built. Bam. Yeah, that's fine. Let's get that in. To the back wall. To the back wall and beyond. It can be really frustrating to try and get. You see what I mean? Yeah. It just won't allow me to put in a block. I'm okay because obviously I'm firing these 2 down, so even anything on this center line doesn't really matter. I just need to join them together. But because that, I suppose it wouldn't, no, probably not going to do that anyway because of that. It's too far. See, 1, 2, 3. It says here. It can't pick up this one because it needs to be further down. So that's going to be the problem because I can't do this one here, which is a bit of a problem. Right, let's get the next level here in. I'll have to come from the outside. From the outside, around the outside. Or I'll have to blast down like here and then be able to go in and then fix my debacle. The water's still running, which is always a good thing. I'm going to extend this to about there. Now, obviously, I can't go on the outside here. But what I can do, 1, 2, and 3. So it'd be this one. I can do it, but I can't walk on it. So if I do that one, then they can walk on it. And then we just carry on. Because they can walk around, you see. And that means once now they build that one, they can walk in this and do this section here. Yeah, you see what I mean? They'll now walk. I'll only get so far with that though. Same principle applies. How do they get up there then? Not too sure. As you can see, it's definitely taking shape though. We're definitely it's definitely getting filled in. That's for sure. Wrong one. How in the world am I going to get to this? And then there, which allows that to be done. Which should allow that to be done. And also allow that to be done. If I can get this done first, we should be on a nice little... It's a process, and we know that it's a process because just how this works. This is why I say that I don't really want to. I don't want to finish this. I don't want to finish this on before I've sort of got all this running, because as you know, it's taken an enormous amount of time to do. But these things do. There's no two ways about that. And if I've goofed this up, I am gonna be clearly peeving myself. Obviously that means the edge of here needs to run down here. This linking needs to run down there. So there's nothing that I need to... this might overflow actually. Oh no, there's going to be a hole there. But I think what I might have to do... That's the edge, which it is work a way... I have no idea how the hell I'm going to get in here. I can't go through there though. I think this is definitely a way that I get down. Yeah, it must be. But is it connected to anything? Well, that's the thing. No, it's not connected to anything whatsoever. Are they doing anything? I wouldn't say they were doing a lot. I need to get down to here somehow. I can do it from there. So that would give me there access to that side. That would... I'd have to run it around here. That would then give me access to this to here. Yeah, that's now going to give me access to get down here. Like so. Which will give me the access to get down to here. For now, I'm going to... So I've still said I've done douche. Blast that out. That will then give me access to getting down to here. Find it. To here. Which will then give me access to get into here. Right then. The slight snag here is this pylon is going to be in the way. If I take this as a 3, I want 1 there. I think. If I take that, like so. Oh, I no, I don't. I could totally, couldn't I? Yeah, there's no reason why I can't do that. And that would get access to that through there. Sweet. And that would be 3. If I read from the outside here. Let's just pause that. How far? Oh, that's 3. Actually, that doesn't work out too bad. All this is then going to be covered. This will be... Oh, hell's fire. I didn't want to do that then. Oh, shoot. Is that going to work if I delete this? Or is it going to tower Inferno down? Oh, that's fine. Like so. Then we'll enable this one. We got 3 between that, 3 between that, and 3 between that. Although I'm not quite sure that that is... I can cheat though. There's a way to cheat this. By doing that, and by doing that. They're walking through, that's why. That's how they're doing it. The reason why is that then they can go up the step. They get to the top step, that's still 1 away. And that should... Oh, you see what I mean? It's basically got rid of that completely. All this is gone. What was that then? Oh yeah, it's got rid of all of that. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. I assume that this is perfectly fine and I haven't goofed it up. That line there is this 3, isn't it? This is the incomplete. No, don't do it that way. If I rotate this and do it this way, rotate this and do it this way, and keep going. Because that's the central pillars. If I can keep them... I probably should have put them in first and everything would have been... hunky-dory. Well, probably not. Yeah, they'll build all that because they can get down there. So the central pillar has been moved. This should work. That's the way it wouldn't work. It doesn't have. You see what I mean by it doesn't have no effect. It has absolutely 0 effect on this. The only obviously thing is I need to link them all back together again because I want to link them because obviously that'll even the power out. Now, because that, I should then theoretically be able to take this out or this out without affecting these 2, because these could be picked up, hence the reason why. And obviously, this one will do this 3, this one would do these 3 anyway. See, there is method in the madness. I didn't say it was completely and utterly foolproof, but I think that would actually work. And if it doesn't, ignore what I say. This is probably a good idea anyway. That's fine. That I could do a thing there, couldn't I? To be honest. Although saying that, though, I don't really need to do that. Well, when that's possible, it would be better to do that. Like doing this. Well, this is the line for this. Now we know that this has to have an open there. So that's gonna do that. That's going to do that. Yeah, I'm happy about that. I think I'm glad I sort of semi-solved that now. I should have thought of that at the start with, but let's ignore Pig's slightly incompetent. No, because that'd be a 3. You see, this is what I mean, you see. You can get 3 in there. Because it picks up that 3. That's why that works. And it's not... There's nothing wrong with it. There was... I did it as... Obviously, what I did was use this. And I shouldn't have used that blueprint. But at least... potentially going forward... see, now this line here... This one needs to be got rid of. Well, it will be getting rid of. This line needs to come. This needs to go out. And be rechanged back to something. Back to the outside. Outside. Because it needs to link. Because that needs to be coming off. So that's another thing that I've got to suit out. Sorry out. And that was the end of our video. It's like, really? Apologies for the, you know, I need to learn out some sort of, you know, like time-lapse thing. Where you see all this being done and then you don't have to wait for... But I suppose it's not just, sometimes it's not just that. It's also talking about why I think I've done it wrong. And because I'm about to do things wrong, because that's just life. Life, Jim, no one's know it. Alright, Star Trek reference there. I do like a bit of Star Trek. Although I still say the Replica is probably the best one. I don't know why I like that one over the others. I do like the one with the wheels though. I quite like that one. But anyway, that isn't come right through. Is that because? No, that should be going right the way through here. No. I think. That's the ports. The port of no return. They're big ports. The posters. And once they're in, it should theoretically be able to do what I want it to do. And which, look at the amount of dirt that I've used. Unreal. We're back to our thing. Anyway, the water should be starting flowing again soon. I think it's starting flowing. Is it flowing? No, it's not flowing yet, but it will be flowing soon. And hopefully, mostly in the next video, we should be finally... I mean, obviously, this is... getting there. This, you know, I've still got to finish off this part, which is about there. Let's get rid of that. And that. And then we'll just do this. put another one on there, and 2, 4, 6, 7. So we could easily work out here. Sorry, just humour me slightly. 6. That's 7. That means that one goes, because obviously we got 7 in a line here. That means all of that goes. That means all of that goes. I assume there's going to be another one here somewhere. Which I think is a 5 of them, right? 2, 4. No, can't be a 5. How much is it? Maybe it's 7 as well. But yeah, there's definitely another one in there somewhere. Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. That means it's this block here, I think. If I just do that and that, then we well, it's either I've done it right. 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah. Anyway. So I hope you enjoy that. This is obviously going to have to get to this level. It still needs to be another level. We are not going to get this done within 50 videos. So please bear with me. It's been I would say it's been an ordeal, but it's definitely been something. And we are on a 50-50, 50v50 map, so it's tiny. And you know, other people have had a go at doing this and etc. etc. But I'm doing it a different way. I don't try to follow anybody else's plan. I've tried to follow my own plans, so have a go at that. And anyway, we will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye for now.